Welcome back. We have just finished reading the Channelwood journal, and it actually contains some interesting information, not just about the Channelwood Age, but also about Cirrus and Achenar. It seems that Channelwood was the first time that Atris left Cirrus and Achenar alone in an age, unsupervised. We actually already knew that because it was referenced in one of the other journals, but here we see it confirmed. He also refers to his decision to let Cirrus and Achenar visit other ages alone, the results of which I believe we've been observing for most of the game. Atris seemed to believe they would not abuse their power, but, well, from what we've known, from what we've seen so far, I think he was wrong. And he may have ended up being murdered for it. One interesting thing about that, actually, is that it's sort of suspicious that Achenar has been accusing Cirrus of murdering Atris, yet Cirrus has made no such accusations towards Achenar thus far, and also Achenar said that Cirrus had tried to trick Atris into believing that Achenar was the murderer. But if that is true, then why hasn't he tried to do the same with us? I actually also had a thought about the books. I've been wondering about how only 4 of these books remain, even though all the other books around them have been burned. It seems that Cirrus and or Achenar, although at this point I'm pretty sure it was both of them, were robbing the ages of whatever precious resources they had and exploiting their inhabitants as much as possible. And they may have been doing this somewhat methodically. It may be that they just destroyed the books when they were done with them. So not all of the books were actually burnt at the same time. There's actually some evidence to suggest, at least, that the books were not burned in the bookcase, because there's no scorching or anything on the shelves themselves, suggesting that somebody burnt the books and then put them back on the bookshelves. Which at the very least explains how these books managed to survive. Anyway, unlike the other journals, there is no clear feature of Myst sketched in the Channelwood journal, but the various references to trees make it no unreasonable assumption that the large tree we saw on the south end of the island is in fact the place of protection for the Channelwood book. It also helps that it's the only one of the 4 places that is left. So let's turn the tower towards that large tree and see if we can perhaps find a clue in the tower once again. I go into the secret passage. And considering that there are no more journals and no more places of protection, and that both Cirrus and Achenar said that there's only one red and blue page left, this could well be our final trip into the tower. Yep, there's that large tree, alright. It sure is a hell of a lot larger than any of the other trees. I wonder what caused it to become so big. Maybe Atris did some experiments with some really powerful fertilizer or something. What clues can we find here? 7, 2, 4. And that is all. Once again, a sequence of 3 numbers. And since the sequence of 3 numbers we saw for the mechanical age turned out not to be the combination to the safe, I'm betting that this sequence is the combination to the safe. And as I said before, the log cabin had a picture of the tree in it. So it is not that surprising that if the tree leads to Channelwood, that we will need to use the log cabin and the safe to help access the linking book there. Okay. So, our final place of protection. And there were the butterflies again. I wonder if the book is stored in the log cabin or somewhere near the tree. Well, I guess we'll find out. Let's try the combination. 221 didn't work. Will 724. It does work. So what's inside? Riches? Money? Jewels? No. A matchbox. Yes, that's definitely something you want to put in a safe. Well, I guess they're really serious about forest fire prevention here. Well, there's a match. And we can strike it. Now it's burning. I guess I'd better hurry before I burn my fingers then. Well, we noticed before that there was a boiler here, but the pilot light was off, so we couldn't turn it on. No, it's a good thing I turned off the gas back then, otherwise now we would have blown this entire island out, probably. There we go. The pilot light is on now. And the match burned out. I guess we threw it away before we burned our fingers. Ah! Boiler's working. No change in pressure as of yet. So let's just keep opening up the gas further until something maybe starts happening, perhaps. There we go. Pressure's rising. Well, what good does that do? I can open it some further. What the hell was that? Well, since this appears to be related to the tree, let's take a look there. If I can actually go there. Which it seems I cannot. Hey! The tree is going up! And there's an opening in it. Some kind of hidden elevator, it seems. That is weird. Well, I seem to have missed it going up. And again, I don't think there's really much you can do up there. It actually rises quicker the faster you, the further you open the gas. Let's hope it comes back down if we close the gas. This really could have used somewhat better UI. There it comes back. Let's see if that elevator takes us somewhere. Of course, we're missing out on the chance to admire the view, I guess. But I guess we'll do that when we come back to the Channelwood Age for a second time. Assuming, of course, that the first page we bring doesn't release one of the brothers who then murders us or something. Which is entirely possible. There's also a button here. That doesn't really seem to accomplish anything. An underground room. I wonder if this entire structure is artificial, including the tree, or if this was a naturally very tall tree that Atreus just turned into an elevator. There must be a pretty deep shaft below it as well, in order to allow this tree to actually sink that far. And it looks like there's another wheel to control the boiler from here. Can't really hear what's going on, if anything's going on. Nor can we see the pressure gauge, but I assume that at some point this thing will start to rise again. Yep, there it goes. And now we're trapped down here. Well, not really. Of course, we could just lower it back down. Not really any point in doing so. I'm gonna do it anyway. But I don't want to run the risk that we run out of gas or something and won't be able to come back here again. I don't want to see it come back down. It's closed now? Yeah, it comes back down. Predictable! Seems to go up and down a lot fewer steps from here. It doesn't take as long as you'd think it would take if it gotten all the way to the top. Anyway, a whole bunch of wooden columns here. I wonder if these are actually continuations of trees up top, or if they're just wooden columns placed here. There's also a linking book, as we were expecting, which hopefully will lead us to the Channelwood Age. Ah, so that's the windmill we saw in the sketch. It looks like there is at least one high level to this age. Some pathways at the bottom, and some pathways higher up in the trees as well. And I do believe we've looped around. So let's link to this age. So we can explore it in the next video.